was searching for a moment's time. Facing every choice we made and what I thought was mine. I beg for light to shine, so let it coincide. The night leaks in through cracks and seams. It drowns the light and dims my dreams. I search for heat, but find the cold. Just empty sounds of stories old. The colors blare, the lights grow dim. I see the world and it feels thin. I'm standing here, but not quite whole. A body moving, not a soul. Feel the fire deep inside and there's a need to hide. We're searching for our moment's time. Facing every choice we made and what I thought was mine. I beg for light to shine, so let it coincide. Breathe for her. It's time to show you really care. Take it. Yeah, I must admit I felt you beneath the sullen sky. I cast my doubts aside. I wonder what our life's like on that side. I can't explain what I believe when I look to you. I'll try. When you were there, I'll find a place to hide.
Yo! Yeah, people, welcome back to another stream. Yeah, yo vivo en Spain. What is it? Spain? Espanol. Yo, hopefully you guys are all doing well. Smash the likes up. I was early, man. I thought the stream was scheduled for 20 past, but it wasn't. It was 25 past, so early. So you know what? That deserves a like. Smash the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. We're going to go through some of Pep Guardiola's comments in the press conference today for the Swansea game. If the mic cuts out or whatever, let me know and I'll change the mic again. But hopefully it's sorted now, and hopefully it's sorted. Where was you when Villa cooked us, bro? Bro, I was on a plane, bro. I was on a plane. Do you know what I'm saying? I was on a plane, Tom. And I landed, yeah. I went straight on my phone, so we lost 1-0. Matty Cash, couldn't believe it. I was like, Matty Cash. Do you not remember when I put that tweet out last week as well? I literally said last week, I got my tweet up from last week, bro. 100%, yeah. Check this out. You know, people always call me a jinx. People always say, oh, LB, the biggest jinx ever, right? Look at this tweet, yeah. I tweeted this last week. Guaranteed they'll cook us now. But how have Villa got Luca Digne and Matty Cash at fullbacks in 2025? And then obviously Cash scored. So it's just mad, bro. The jinx powers, man. I don't know why, man. I don't know why I just jinx everything, man. It's actually fucked. I don't get it. I actually don't even understand. But yeah, hopefully you guys are all doing well, man. Big up to everybody in the building. Honestly, Eric, bro, I clocked it yesterday, man. I was like, yo, I've got my headphones on. It's actually wild. I'm in Lanzarote now, man. I'm in Lanzarote. I come away from Lanzarote for a week, but my flight got delayed. So I was meant to land and have a couple hours, you know what I mean, get to the hotel, check in, have a bit of a chill, and then do the stream. But they delayed the flight, so I couldn't end up doing it. So I'm glad in the end because we got beat, man. It would have been depressing. But yeah, man, I am doing a stream tomorrow, though. I'll just jump on and just do the watch along and then just dip in it. But yeah, big up to everybody, man. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. It's pissing it down in Malaga. No way. No way. Yeah, it's well hot here, man. Well hot. You know what's mad as well, yeah? Apparently, I've never been here before, me. Apparently, people say that this is meant to be a mad windy island. Yeah, mad windy island, bro. There's no wind, man. There's like a little breeze, like just normal breeze. So I'm not 100% sure. Maybe we're just like, but I actually would prefer some wind because it's mad hot. Do you know what I'm saying? It's mad hot. So, yeah, anyway, hopefully you guys are all doing well. Smash these likes up on the way in. Big game tomorrow, man. I don't care what you say. Yeah. Oh, it's only Swansea. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Mate, it's a big game. Yeah, I've always liked this competition, me. Oh, I've told you before. I always liked this competition. Yeah, I've rated it since I was a kid, the Carabao Cup or whatever it was called back in the day. I remember it as the Carling Cup. That was what I remembered it. But I've always like rated the competition. And I think, you know, it's a trophy. And I always hear people disrespect this trophy. And I don't really understand why. You know, there's only 4 trophies a club can win. And if you're not in Europe, that drops to 3. And if you're not in Europe, you're probably not going to be able to win the Premier League. So it drops down to 2. There's a lot of disrespect. I think there's a lot of disrespect amongst football fans in this country, yeah? Oh, not just in this country, but football fans who support Premier League sides regarding this EFL Cup, Carabao Cup, man. Like, it's a trophy, bro. It's a trophy. Oh, but you only get 100 grand if you fucking win it. Who gives a shit? What you want about, mate? You think I care that you only get 100? I'm not getting the 100 grand, yeah? Carabao ain't coming in the stream dropping 100 grand super chat. Yeah, I'm not getting any of it. You're not getting any of it. So why do you care? I've seen some people say, like, you only get 100 grand for it. Who gives a who do you care, mate? Yeah? Do you get a trophy at the end? Yes. So I want to take it seriously. Now, I spoke about this before, yeah? And about, you know, Pep not taking this competition too seriously in the last few years. And I've never moaned about it. I've always understood, you know, the thesis behind that, in that we're going deep in Champions League. We're going to go, you know, try and win the Premier League, and therefore it becomes a little bit of a hindrance. And whilst I didn't really like it, yeah, I understood it and I never complained about it. I got it. Yeah, I understood the agenda. But we've got to be honest. We've got to be realistic about where we're at as a football club. Yeah, and if we're not a club right now this season that is guaranteed to be going deep in the Champions League and guaranteed to be in a title race come match day 32, when it gets really sort of on, you know, do you really want to be throwing away a trophy? Not really. So for me, I think we should take this competition mad serious. Mad serious. You know, if you look back at last year and how bad last year was, we almost come away with a trophy. We didn't, yeah, but we almost did. We was 90 minutes away from getting a trophy, and had the referee give a red card to the goalkeeper, then maybe it could have been different. Or maybe if we just turned up and played some good football, it could have been different. Hey, how about that? And a terrible season would have turned out to be not a bad season. It would have still been below par where this club wants to be. That's not my words. That's Pep Guardiola. You don't like it, blame Pep. Say Pep's a entitled manager. But do you know what I'm saying? Like these things, these trophies, they might not be the majors that everybody wants, even though I think they're disrespected. But if you can pull up with an FA Cup or a Carabao Cup in a season where you're not at the races, I think that shows you that you're an elite level club, man. Shows you that you're an elite level club when you're winning trophies. And that's, you know, we were so close to winning it last year. We could have won an FA Cup last year. It turns a terrible season into not a bad season, you know. And again, still would have been below where this club's looking to be, as per Pep Guardiola's comments. But I think most fans would have took that, yeah, based on, you know, where we're at as a club and that season. Now, of course, if you remember the starting 11 that Pep Guardiola played against Tottenham last year, right? Yeah, I'll get it up now. 11v11, Manchester City v Spurs. Obviously, last year we rotated heavy for the game. Now, at that point, yeah, at that point, nobody knew what was about to happen to our season, right? Because, of course, that was the game that started everything. That was the game that started the horrific run, yeah? One sec, boys. I've got ads on my phone, man. Ads everywhere. Ads in the club. Right, here we go. Which one was it? I can't even see it, mate, because this website's just got adverts everywhere. Everywhere. Investiga options, mate. Get away. See you later. Right, where's the Carabao Cup one? League Cup, here we go. Yeah. Right, starting 11 last year. Carabao Cup versus Spurs, mate. Stefan Ortega in goal. Nathan Ake. Ruben Diaz, Rico Lewis, Nunes, O'Reilly in midfield. Yeah, John Stones, I think, played CDM. Gundogan, Foden, McAtee and Savio. Yeah, then we brought on Jacob Wright. We brought on Simpson Pusey, mate. You know what I mean? And that was the game that started the run. So not a mad strong team. Obviously got some big names in there, but obviously, you know, so you're just sort of like winging it a little bit. And that's the game that started the horrific run for us. Yeah. So for me, I want to be going strong tomorrow. Now, I'm not saying that we can't make a few changes. Yeah, because I'd be stupid to say that. Yeah, I'd be stupid to say don't make a few changes. You're playing Swansea. Do you know what I'm saying? And, you know, Swansea might be playing some decent football or whatever, but yeah, I don't think it's disrespectful to say we can't make a few changes. Yeah, I'm not saying we can't make a few changes. I'm just saying don't take Swansea. Don't underestimate Swansea. Don't be disrespectful to Swansea. You know, respect them, but obviously, you know, you don't need to play Haaland. Yeah, you don't need to play Rodri. Yeah, you don't need to play Donnarumma. Yeah, this is take them out, but you should have enough with putting Marmoush in the team. You should have enough with putting £30 million James Trafford in the team. You should have enough by playing Ryan Aït-Nouri in the team. Yeah, that's about £120 million worth of player. But just be careful about, you know, I've seen a couple of people saying put Macassar in and that, and I don't know, man. I personally wouldn't start Macassar tomorrow. Yeah, I'd bench him. I'd have him on the bench and maybe bring him in if you know, if the game goes our way and we find ourselves 3-0 to the good, 60 minutes or whatever, which is no guarantee, then maybe bring him in. But do I want to be like taking mad risks? Yeah, I don't think I do, lads. I want to go strong, man. I want to go strong. I want to get the game boxed off. And if we do find ourselves in a fortunate position where we're 3-0 up, yeah, after 60 minutes, then make your changes, man. Yeah, but personally, I wouldn't even, yeah, honestly, man, I wouldn't even take Haaland, Jewel. Yeah, I wouldn't even take Haaland, mate. I wouldn't take Haaland. I wouldn't take Donnarumma. Yeah. I'm being serious, man. I wouldn't take a couple of those players, but I'd be starting a strong team. I'd be starting a strong team, man, 100%. Anyway, let's have a look at some of Pep Guardiola's comments, man. Yo, big up Reddit. I'm in Lanzarote, bro. Right, Haaland. Apparently, he got a knock. Erling Haaland. I didn't see him, but he got a knock versus Aston Villa. I think day by day he's better, but we train afternoon. We'll know exactly more how he feels. So another injury. Sounds like he got some sort of knock, Haaland, but doesn't sound like it's going to be too serious, which is good news. But yeah, like I said, I wouldn't even take him tomorrow. I'd leave him in Manchester, mate. Who'd I play a striker? I'd play Marmoush as false nine. I'd play Marmoush false nine like we did last season when Haaland was injured. Abdulkadir Huzanov is back and he's ready to play a few minutes for Manchester City against Swansea this week. I personally would not start him against Swansea. I think you don't really need him. I feel like, you know, you need an attacking right back. However, I would at some point get Huzanov on the pitch. I think we need to get him up to speed real quick because for me, Bournemouth next weekend, I'm starting him and I'm starting him against Liverpool. So yeah, give him maybe 20 minutes at the end of the game. Huzanov, you know, centre back, right back, whatever. I'm not too fussed. It's just about getting some of that match fitness back into him. But I wouldn't be starting him anyway. But that's great news. He's back. Some news on Rodri. Rodri is still not ready. He's getting better. He's training with us partially. But after what happened with the last two times, prior incidents with the muscles, we're going to see how he evolves this week. But there is no current time frame as to when Rodri will be ready to return to the match day squad. So it's getting a little close, man, because obviously for me, we need to be looking at Rodri for the Liverpool game, 100%. Now that's in 2 weeks' time, and he's still not even with the match day squad. So that is not good news, really. Let me get this light thing off the screen, man. It's doing my head in. Yeah, 1 minute, boys. Let me get this off the screen. There we go. Yeah, he's still not back with the match day squad, which is frustrating, annoying, but you know, this is what happens, man, when you're playing, you overplay him, which we definitely overplayed him, man. No one can change my mind that we overplayed him when he come back. 3 games in a week was daft. Yeah, and now we're paying the price. We got away with it. Well, I say we got away with it. Nico G held it down until he didn't hold it down. He got injured himself. So, you know, we're kind of paying the price. It's a little bit frustrating, but at least he's training, partially training, whatever that means. He says he's partially training with the squad. So maybe he's just doing like 20 minutes with the squad and then, you know, going doing some gym work or whatever. I don't know. But at least he's close to getting back. And I imagine it will be back in the match day squad, maybe for Bournemouth at the weekend. Maybe you give him 20 minutes at the end of the game. 45 minutes against Dortmund, maybe give him 45 minutes against Dortmund, and then you send him for the Liverpool match. That's probably what I would do. Mamouche, he said Mamouche had a long injury. Step by step, he played a few minutes in the last games, and his impact and movements in behind, close to the box. Omar is exceptional. Well, start him. Yeah, he's got to start him. He's got to start him. He's got to start Mamouche tomorrow up front, false nine, whatever. But get him in the team. We need him to cover for Haaland. Calvin Phillips will maybe travel with the squad, but Calvin Phillips will not start. Pep said, Phillips is a player for the team and for the squad. He was loaned last season. Now he's coming back. He trained with us. We treat him like another player. And after the decision to be selected or not belongs with me. He says, Calvin Phillips is an unbelievable guy. It's a joy to have him in the locker room. Right, whatever. Right, Calvin Phillips might come on against Swansea, but he ain't going to start. He ain't going to start. Yo, big up to Ammar. What you saying, bro? Did you hear Dap say he rejected 400k a week? I've not heard that, no. I've not heard it. But obviously, we've discussed this. We've discussed this a lot, Rodri. And yeah, I think so much sus, man. If I'm being honest with you, I ain't panicking until December. But again, if you've just got to apply a bit of logic to the whole situation, there's no logical reason the guy's not signed a deal. Yeah. So if that's true, then that ain't great news. But you know, again, if you apply logic, City are offering him 400 grand a week. The guy's probably on 200k a week. Why has he not accepted it? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. It's not looking good in my opinion. But I ain't panicking. I've already said I'm not panicking. If he's not signed a deal by Christmas, then I think at that point I'll be like, yo, something's going on. Yeah, something's going on here. Do you know what I mean? So it's a little bit frustrating. Yo, we got M1 as well, man. Yeah, I've seen a couple of people. I think we've got quite a few people from the Caribbean, man. Caribbean in the chat. So, yeah, big up to you, man. I don't know what's going on in it. Someone said there's a hurricane or something, man. So hopefully he's all staying safe in that. But yeah, man. Hopefully you stay safe, bro, man. But yeah, Rodri, man. I just say like I say, bro. Just it's dodgy, but I ain't panicking yet until December. So I'll tell you now. As soon as it gets to December, I'm panicking, me. I'm panicking. I'm telling you, I'm panicking, me. Yeah, but at the moment, I'm not panicking. James Trafford, he said, we're delighted with James Trafford, yeah. His behaviour in training, one of the reasons why I wanted to go through in this competition. Always he's been ready just in case we need him in the Premier League, Champions League. We've got an incredible keeper, and for England, one day he will be the #1 goalkeeper. He said, Donnarumma is learning from James Trafford, and Trafford is learning from Donnarumma. The keepers are always connected with Xavi and Richard Wright, and they learn like I learn from the players, and hopefully the players can learn from the staff. So apparently Donnarumma is learning from Trafford, which is a bit of a madness. But there you go. Ryan Nouri is also fit to play. He's 100% fit. So, yeah, Ryan Nouri definitely needs to start the game tomorrow. 100%, man. Get him in the side, mate. Get him in the side. Yeah, I want to see Ryan Nouri back tomorrow. And I need a good performance from Ryan Nouri, man, because his first couple of games, I didn't think he played too well, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Still can't believe we missed out on Kvara and Elisa. Oh, it is what it is. It's done, man. It's done. Yeah, what did Ortega learn from Edison? I'm not sure. Rodri and Nico G pivot, we will be there. I'm defo down for that. That's the way I'm moving. 100%. LB, do we want to predict the starting 11 for tomorrow? I think I'm going to do a stream in the morning tomorrow. A little 45-minute driller. So I'll do it on that one, bro. Yeah, I'll do it on that one, man. Sell Rodri ASAP and buy someone who can play week in, week out. Our midfield is suffering because of him. I feel like that's a little bit mad for Nike. Yeah, this is a guy who has been begging out for City to buy a midfielder for 3 years, yeah, and we didn't do it, bro. And now you want to drop him at the first sign of anything going wrong, yeah? I think you're a disgrace, mate. Yeah, I'll be real with you, mate. Yeah, I think you're a disgrace, yeah? No loyalty from you, man. This guy has been saying to City, sign a midfielder, sign a midfielder, sign a midfielder, yeah? And our club has fucked about, mate, for the last years, signing players like Phillips and Nunes and that in midfield that ain't worked, and you want to drop him as soon as the guy gets injured. Nah, that is crazy, man. That is crazy. Yeah, how about have some loyalty to our only Ballon d'Or winner? Come on, man. This guy's held this club together for years, and you want to drop him because he's got a couple injuries. Give your head a wobble, mate. Give your head a wobble, mate. Yeah? You're a disgrace. You're a disgrace to this city community. You're a disgrace to my channel, and you're a disgrace to yourself, mate. Yeah? Come on, man. Sort your head out, bro. Mark, I'm in Playa Blanca, bro. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit peed off with Rodri if he went to Madrid after it. Yeah, but the thing is, yeah, like Kane, bro, like he's Spanish, mate. He's Spanish. So if he wants to go and he wants to go play in Spain and Barca can't afford him, he's got to go Madrid. So it is what it is. And they'll probably just say to him, listen, mate, like, sorry that we pissed you off at that, but at the same time, yeah, we just wanted to back our boy. So if you're at Real Madrid and you get in that situation, we'll back you. Do you know what I mean? Crazy. Pavlovic. I do like Pavlovic. Yeah, I need to lock in and watch him a little bit more, man. Yeah. Honestly, I think we should sign 2 midfielders in the summer. I think we need to sign 2. Because Bernardo Silva's leaving and Kovacic will probably leave. So you need to sign 2 midfielders for me. Yeah, and obviously you need to start thinking of Rodri anyway. Yeah, whether he signs a contract or not. And by the way, if Rodri leaves next summer, yeah, which is a possibility, right? If he wants to go, he's got a year left on his deal. And say someone bids for him, say Real Madrid bids 70 mil. I tell you what, I would be doing though. Yeah, if Real Madrid are knocking on the door, I'm taking one of their players. Yeah, give me Tchouaméni. Yeah, give me Camavinga. Yeah, give me a Rodrigo Drillers. Give me anyone. Just give me one of their players, man. Yeah, trade. Give me a trade. Yeah, we need to go get one of their players. Yeah, Bernardo's leaving, man. 100% Bernardo's leaving. He's out of contract. He's still not signed a new contract. He's definitely leaving, man. He'll go Benfica. Yeah, if a player gets into the last year of the football club, yeah, the last year of the contract with a football club, how many times, mate, yeah? How many times does that player sign a new deal? Nah, I don't know. Cambiaso's been shit this season. What, the Juventus Cambiaso? I've only watched Juventus twice this year, yeah. The first game, he didn't really do much, but he didn't really have much to do. The second game, I thought he was mint. I watched him against Real Madrid last week, and he was class. Really, really good, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. You know what I mean? Camavinga isn't big, no, he'll get injured every week. I do know he's got a lot of injury problems, man. LB, do you think Nico Gonzalez can replace Rodri and fit his place in the team? What, like, first team, long term? At this right now, I'd probably say no. Right now, however, he is getting better game by game. He's getting better game by game. He's improving. You know, you can see he's improving. He's learning the tactics, defensively getting better on the ball, gets stuck in. So he's getting better and better and better. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. And I think we need him in the team at this moment in time. But if you're asking me right now to say yes or no, do I think he can? At the moment, I'd probably say no. But he's on the right trajectory. This is what I'm saying with Nico Gonzalez. He's not stagnating. He's getting better and better every time he plays. So, like Owen in the chat there, big old Owen Jackson says, if he continues same trajectory, then 100%. If he continues on the same trajectory, which at the moment is I think it's quite a steep improvement. He's not like this, like, you know what I mean? I think he's going like that, man. Yeah, he's like a Bitcoin. He's going, you know what I'm saying? So he's decent, mate. But like, if you're asking me right now, I'll probably say no. You know what I mean? Adam Wharton looking like a good idea right now. Well, I'll tell you what, Tally, yeah. I'll tell you what, yeah. Obviously, at the moment, I think, you know, Rodri coming back. I've got my faith in Rodri. I think he'll get over his injury problems, and I think Pep will stop spamming him out and that, yeah. But let's just say for 1 minute, yeah, that Rodri comes back from this injury and gets another injury straight away. I think you have to have an honest conversation about January then, about bringing in a midfielder. Yeah. And I think you have to do that, man. If he gets another injury, at that point you have to be like, "Yo, this could be him." You know what I mean? This could be him. At this moment in time, I think it's way too soon. You know what I mean? Anderson or Wharton? Why not both, Abhishek? Why not both? Yeah, you've got Wharton for me, who's your techie baller at the base of the midfield to push the ball forward and that. And you got Elliot Anderson as a bit of a more of a box to box, get stuck in up and down the pitch. You need multiple midfielders. We need 2 minimum. And if Rodri leaves in the summer, you need 3. So you need to be on the lookout. You need to be on the lookout for who you want. Yeah, I think they'll move. I do think they'll move for Wharton. I think Wharton's the most obvious Manchester City player in the Premier League right now, if you look around. Yeah, it's just every time I've watched him by the FA Cup final, it's not been good. And that is the fact, bro. That we done the watch-alongs together, man. We done the watch-alongs together. I ain't making it up. Whenever I watched him, man, he's not been great. I don't know why I just get unlucky or something, or use all glaze in the player when actually he's not great, man. Yo, big got S-San as well, Liverpool fans says, LB, you need to get Pedri to replace Rodri. Bro, I'd love to get Pedri, man. I'd love to get Pedri, man. Put the cash on the table, go get Pedri. I just don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, definitely need to get a midfielder in January. It's not even up for a debate, says Jesse. I mean, I'm down for it. I'm down for it. I'm down to get a right back. I'm down to get a midfielder. I'm down to get a winger. My opinion is at this moment in time, I don't think we'll sign a single player. I don't think we'll sign a single player. Yeah? I just don't think we will. I don't think the club will sign anyone. I don't think the club will sign anyone. And again, I want players. I don't think they will. Last January, I was telling you all we need to sign 3-4 players. And I think we would sign 3-4 players because I was confident the board were not dumb and not stupid. Because if they didn't sign 3 or 4 players last January, we would have been cooked, man. We wouldn't have got top 4. And they did. This year, I'm telling you, I don't think they will. Let's see if I'm wrong. But I do see it, man. I don't see it. Yeah, smash these likes up as well, man. Big up to you. Winger is 100% a priority. I think a winger is a priority, but that's not going to happen until the summer. No way. Wharton is top priority is mint. Do you think you can get him in January, though? Like, obviously you can, innit? You just got to go and put the cash on the table. But, you know, they're in Europe still. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. Big Steve said last night we're always a transfer window behind. Yo, big up Big Steve, man. You know what I like about Big Steve? Yeah, he says what he thinks, and this is what it's about, man. Do you know what I mean? Just say your opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I've not watched his video, so I don't know what he's saying. But we're playing catch up. We're playing catch up because we've had multiple bad windows, and when you have multiple bad windows, you play catch up. I always talk to you about the you get your team in. So at the treble, yeah, our team was there, right? What we needed to do there was maintenance, yeah, maintain, yeah, what's going on. Unfortunately, we let it dip in the summer of the treble, which is cool. Maybe you have a little dip after the treble, right? I don't think too many people would have been like mad crying about it if you had a little bit of a dip, right? But we dipped it in the treble year, yeah, a lot, yeah. And I remember having arguments with people about the Mahrez sale. I told you, people disrespected Riyad Mahrez. Yeah, people disrespected his G&A. Yeah, and I bet some of you were in this chat as well, yeah, telling me that everything was going to be fine with the wingers. I said, telling you, man, disrespecting Mahrez's output, yeah, to this team. Anyway, cool, we had one bad window. Unfortunately, we then compounded that with the summer of the 4-peat window, yeah? And then there you play catch up. And then you're catching up. And then people go, but we spent 400 million. No. We're repairing the damage that has been done. So you need to go in again and go hard, man. And it's tough. It's tough. You know, when you know, it's for me, it's tough. It's a tough one, man. You got to just keep investing. And that's what it's about. You got to maintain the squad. Arsenal have got a mint squad right now, yeah? If they have a shit window this summer, it'll dip, and then they'll be playing catch up again. You just got to keep going and going and going, you know. But the thing is, though, yeah, and this is what I said. I kind of low-key kind of knew it was going to be tough because this summer I said that I think Viana's got a tough job this summer because he wasn't coming into a team and a squad where he's going, right, buy a couple players and we're there. No, he needed to buy like 8 players, and that's why I said, I think the summer transfer window was a good window. I just don't think we signed enough. So whether that is a good window then in the end, that's up to you. But I just felt Viana was just left with a bit of a shit show. He had players in the 30s that didn't want to leave the club. He had players on big money that didn't want to leave or we couldn't sell. And we needed to repair the whole squad. We needed to buy talent. And he couldn't do it all in one window. Which is why I said I ain't going to judge Viana until next summer. I'll judge Viana next summer, man. Yeah, but I ain't judging Viana off of that summer, because for me, I think he was given a bit of a difficult job, if I'm being honest with you. But now, hang on a minute though. Hang on a minute. Wait a sec. Right. What evidence is there for this, brother? Yeah. What evidence is there for this? Yeah. We bought Reinders, midfielder of the year from Serie A. Is he a project player? No. We bought Donnarumma from PSG, a Yashin Trophy winner, PSG treble winner. Is he a project? Yeah. No. There's no evidence whatsoever that Viana likes project players. Yeah, none whatsoever. What you got, if you're looking at his signings, yeah, from Sporting Lisbon, then it's an L, because he's shopping in a different market, mate. Yeah. What, you think he's going to sign Elise, mate, at Sporting Lisbon? Ain't going to happen. He had to sign what he could sign at Lisbon because he's at Sporting freaking Lisbon. Now he's at Man City. He's shopping on the fucking top shelf, man. Yeah? He's shopping on the top shelf. Now he can go and get the big players. Yeah? Now, if in the summer he starts signing a bunch of 19-year-olds, cool, cook him, no problemo. Yeah, we'll be like, what the fuck are you doing, mate? But I don't think he's going to do that, man. I think he's going to go, yo, I've got 400 million to spend. It's FIFA time. And like I say, his job this summer is mad easy. Last summer, I was back in Viana saying, listen, he's got a tough job, yeah, because he has to repair this squad. And I defended him the whole summer. I said, I feel like he's been stitched up a little bit, yeah. You all know I said that, and most of you guys agreed with me. Not everybody did, but most of you guys agreed with me, yeah, because the state of the squad was really bad. Hence why we had to spend 400 million quid in 2 transfer windows, and it still ain't top tier, yeah. But this summer, easy. Right back, go and get me a right back, go and get me a winger, and go and get me a couple of midfielders, yeah? Whether you need a centre-back, yeah? Whether you need a centre-back is dependent, yeah? But this summer is not hard for him. It's difficult for him last year. This summer, difficult. Yeah? This homegrown player infatuation is ridiculous, needs to stop. I did the maths on it. I think we're chilling. Maybe you guys can do the maths on it yourself. I thought we're chilling. I did the maths on Transfermarkt. I went through a whole squad. I got rid of players like Ake, Stones, all the guys that we think are probably going to leave, Bernardo Silva, Kovacic. I did the maths and it looked good to me. So I think we're chilling. But if you guys are saying we're not chilling, then tell me we're not chilling. But I think it looks all right. Maybe you need to sign 1 or 2 homegrown players. But for me, I did the maths and it looks all right, bro. Big up Zine Karl, bro, with the 17 months says, feel like there's still a lack of ambition in the club. It's either the club put the brakes on, or maybe the management across the club lost the sauce. I don't think they lack ambition. No way. I don't think they lack ambition. Yeah, I don't think they lack. Bro, they spent £400 million in 2 transfer windows. How can they lack ambition? They give Erling Haaland a 10-year contract on 500 grand plus a week. They signed Donnarumma from PSG. Yeah, again, there's zero evidence that they lack ambition. Yeah, what they did was after the treble year, they just fucked it up, and they deviated from the strategy that worked, buying players like Mahrez, buying players like Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, these players that are like good. Some of them are at world class, borderline. Kevin De Bruyne at Wolfsburg or whatever look good, like mint. But you know what I'm saying? And then they went and bro, it's the paint thing. You know when I do the paint thing, the graph. It's like you laugh at it and that, and obviously I'm trying to make you guys fucking laugh sometimes, yeah? Sometimes successful, sometimes not. But it is actually legitimately true. You know what I mean? It's fact, bro. So we need to now get back into this buying proven ballers or players that are on the periphery, yeah, if that's a word, of being world class. So I don't think they lack ambition. I think they deviated from their strategy. They tried to go in early in the players, in the transfer windows, in the players' career, try and get the players at 18, 19 so we can get them cheaper. Yeah, because, then we get them cheaper and they could go world class. Football does not work like that. If they did, Sir Alex Ferguson wouldn't have gone out and bought Robin Van Persie's. He wouldn't have gone out and bought these players. He would have gone out and bought a bunch of 19-year-olds every summer. He would never have bought a player over the age of 26. That's not how football works, yeah? Then you're saying the board lost the source. The board changed strategy. But I believe, based on the signings of this summer, they've recognised their errors and they're going back to what works. Reinders, Donnarumma, yeah, Cherky, ballers. Obviously, Cherky's a little bit lower, but he still played 200 games. Proven players, yeah, proven players. The problem is, Karl, yeah, is the damage has already been done. So it's going to take another transfer window. And it should only take one more. And there's no excuses after one more, yeah. But unfortunately, the club fucked up. Everybody knows they fucked up, yeah. Now it's about putting it right. And unfortunately, and this is why, Karl, yeah, I know for a fact you've heard me say this because you're always in my streams, yeah. Big up to you, mate, yeah. And I don't mind, I have your own opinion, yeah. I just disagree. Maybe you're right. I just disagree with your opinion. You disagree with my opinion. Cool, yeah. Big up to you, mate. For me, yeah, this is why I say, in my opinion, the club should have a transfer policy of every summer £100 million spent. And the reason it is, it's to maintain the level of the squad. If they spent £20 million in one summer on Savio and Gundogan, because it's not Savio and Gundogan's fault. The other players in the squad are going to drop off as well. So you get Savio coming into the squad, who's not good enough at the moment. You got Gundogan come back into the squad, who wasn't good enough. And then you had players who were in the team that dropped off. And it's a compounding impact of the team being there. And in the space of one season, boom. You've got to keep buying players. And people will try and make it sound proper weird and entitled or whatever. If you want to sustain success at the top of the table, you have to spend money. You have to buy the best players. Simple as that. You have to build a team. Yeah, you do what PSG did many years ago. It don't work. You have to build a team. But if you do that, you buy the best players, you fit them into a team, you'll have sustained success. Facts. Yeah. The thing is, though, yeah, George, yeah, big up to you, mate, yeah. We got Marmoush for 60 million. We got Cherky for 30 million. We got Donnarumma for 30 million. So whilst, yes, the market is inflated compared to what it was 8 years ago, I still think there's top talented players. Reinders, I know he's not, smashing it at the moment, but I still believe fully in his ability. 46 million quid for Reinders. So for me, you can talk about money, yeah, but you can get top talented players. Kvaratskhelia, 60 million. Yeah. João Neves, 60 million. Elise, 50 million. The money is rare. Need I say any more? You know what I mean? Yo, big up to my man Stephen, yeah, he's an Arsenal fan, says, so let me get this straight. You've seen a treble Centurions, 100 points, yet you're here simping for an energy drink cup. LB, I support Arsenal. I've seen nothing for years. I don't want it. See, the difference is with me and you, Stephen, yeah? In my bad years, I still want to be picking up silverware. And if that means I pick up a Carabao Cup or a FA Cup, which I think is mad disrespected, then I'll take it. Like last year, the worst year we've had in this club for a decade. If my club was this close to getting this FA Cup, bro, yeah? If my club this season can pick up a FA Cup or a Carabao Cup in a bad year, yeah, that's the difference between my club and your club, bro. You've gone 6 years with seeing nothing, bro. Nothing. And you might go another year this year without seeing nothing. So the football, the sport is about winning the trophies, brother. Yeah. And we're catching you up. We're catching you up. Yeah. I think we're like 4 or 5 trophies behind you. Yeah. So don't you can do this, but then when I do the stream one day in the next couple of years saying, yo, we've overtaken Arsenal on trophies. Yeah, I want to see you with another £10 super chat taking the piss out of me, yeah, when we've overtaken you. All right? Bro, trophy's a trophy, man. Trophy's a trophy, bro. Big up to you, bro. Big up to Karl says that I'm saying the board lost a sort. Nah, I hear what you're saying, man. Like I say, if that's what you think, I just think they deviated strategy, Karl. Yeah, I feel like they deviated strategy. It was a wrong strategy. It's proven that it's been wrong because we've not won anything last year. it's looking weird this year. Who knows? Let's not make any major statements right now. I think we've gone back to the strategy that worked. Proven players on getting close. Yeah, Reinders, Cherky, Marmoush, Donnarumma. Unfortunately, Karl, it's going to take... the damage had already been done. That's the problem, man. The transfer windows are so fucking important, man. Yeah? And the damage had been done, and now we're repairing it. And that's why I said, yeah, exactly, Karl. That's my opinion, bro. If you have a different opinion, cool, isn't it? No problem. That's just my view. I'm not saying I'm right. Yeah? I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah? But... the damage has been done. We're repairing it, and that's why I didn't go in on Viana in the summer, because I felt like it was just a repairing situation. Anyway, big up to Prodigal, big up to Zinkan, man. Big up Prodigal says, what are the chances we get a 70 million bid for Savio again? I'll say 0. He'll be loaned out next season or sold for 30 million the year after. You heard it here first. I very much doubt we get a bid for 70 million again. 0.5% chance we get 70 million for Savio. Don't see that whatsoever. I think you'll be looking at get 50, if I'm being honest. At this moment in time, obviously he might go mad. He might click into gear. Yeah. LB, you're not understanding. They don't pay big fees for players. Bruno G. Rice, hence probably no Elise or Wharton next summer. They do. They've paid 100 million for Grealish. I think the club are going to realise that spending £50 million on a player rather than spending 70 or 80 million pound on a player is a disaster transfer tactic. And this is why I get so frustrated and I've got PTSD over it, because when the club had options to buy players at a bit more, they didn't. I went for the cheaper option and it's backfired multiple times. I think the club have realised that. If the club haven't realised that, then they're insane, because that's the definition of insanity, innit? Doing the same thing all the time, expecting a different result. So for me, I think the club have realised. I'm going to back the club here, and realise. Listen, it pisses me off that they got it wrong after the treble year, but listen, they made a mistake, is what it is. They're not going to be perfect all the time, cool, They then made another mistake the year after, right, okay. That's when it starts to go like, yo, you made 2 bad transfer windows here. Where are we going? I think this summer they've realised I like the signings. I like what we've done. Next year, get it right again, and we'll be with one of the best teams in Europe. If they deviate back to the old strategy of buying 20-year-olds, then feel free to cook. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? All I'm saying is, for me, they have a bit of credit in the bank. They have credit in the bank. I mean, Cheeky's gone anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I just think the board, whatever, as a whole, have credit in the bank. I think, obviously, they've got credit in the bank. They wouldn't all these trophies, but it doesn't last forever, For me, I really like the summer. Let's see what happens next summer, boys, Right, let me do this chat, and I'm going to get out of here, boys. I need to go for some tea, man. I'm starving. Bill Sap says, don't think we'll win the Premier League this year. Hopefully, Cherky and Reinders get the base from the base next year. The players are trying. We got to back them, says Sap. Listen, will we win the Prem or not? It's difficult, man. You know, whenever we play a good side, we can't win. You know, didn't beat Spurs, didn't beat Arsenal, didn't beat Villa. Our record against top 6 sides is horrendous. You all know that. I tell you about it all the time. 7 wins in 24 is dog shit. We've got Liverpool coming up. We've got Newcastle coming up. Statistically, that means we ain't winning those games. And, you know, if Arsenal win their games, we'll be a million miles away. So it's not looking great. And again, that's why I was so gutted after the Arsenal game. And people were like, why are you moaning? Why? What do you mean, why am I fucking moaning? Why? Because we don't beat Big 6 teams anymore. And we were seconds away from beating a Big 6 team. And it pissed me off. And people were like, stop moaning. It was a good point. I'm like, bro, you just... Oh, whatever, man. Use your brain, man. Come on. LB, have you seen Coyote guy Brentford? He plays right back. He's physicality, pace, strength, good 1v1 defender. Hope Viana has his eyes set on him. Bro, I swear I did a watch along with this guy the other day. And he was decent. Who did Brentford play at the weekend? I think I did a Brentford watch along at the weekend. I watched him. He was good, you know. Who did they play? Was it Liverpool? Was it Liverpool? Was it Brentford, Liverpool? I think it was. I think it was, man. I think it was, bro. Yeah. No, it was decent. It was decent. Yeah, it was good, man. It was good. But obviously, I'm not saying sign him, because that's the first time I've seen him. But he was good, yeah. But I don't know anything else about him. You literally don't beat mid-6 teams as well. Also, like Tottenham and Villa. Well, I know, this is a problem, bro. There's a problem. But we've not, you know, we won the league in a 4-peat year, brother. Yeah, you're obviously not a City fan because you're saying you. If you look at our 4-peat year, yeah, we didn't beat big 6 teams in the 4-peat year, bro. We just spammed everybody else. But we're not doing that this year. We're not beating Brighton. We're not beating Spurs. We're not beating Villa. So it becomes a little bit tricky, you know. It's what it is. We've just got to stick in there, man. We've got to stick in there as long as we can and hopefully shit clicks, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, man, big up to you guys, man. I'm going to get some tea. I'm starving, man. But yeah, sweet. Watch along tomorrow. I'll be going live like 10, 15 minutes before the game, man. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting here an hour before the game for Swansea. You know what I'm saying? I'll get on, do the watch along, do my review and get out of here. But nah, big up, man. Big up. Move on, I'll do it tomorrow, brother. I gotta go, man. I gotta go on it. Nah, 100%, Paul. I like Reinders. I think he's going to be good. I think he probably should be dropped at this moment in time. I don't think he's been playing well. But then maybe you start against Swansea, get him some confidence, see if he gets a, you know, see what happens, man. See what happens. Anyway, big up, lads. Smash these likes up before you go. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. And I will catch you. I might do a stream later on. I don't know. I probably won't. But yeah, catch you later. See you later, boys.